you never felt that you were poor because everybody was in the same boat. People accepted the position. That's the way they were born, they had to go in the mill and work for their living. At the age of 13, there was an advert in the local paper for an office boy in the town hall. And I applied for that and got it. Whereas everybody else that I knew was going into the cotton mill. I wouldn't have liked that. By that age, I'd saved up £5, and I'd heard a lot about the Lake District, which until then had been a world away. I did as everybody told me, went up to Orrest Head, which overlooks Windermere.
It was a moment of magic, a revelation so unexpected that I stood transfixed, unable to believe my eyes. A glorious panorama that held me enthralled. God was in his heaven that day, and I a humble worshipper. I wasn't accustomed or entitled to such a privilege. I was an alien here. I didn't belong. If only I could sometime. If only I could. Those few hours on Orrest Head cast a spell that changed my life. Surely there is no other place in this whole wonderful world quite like Lakeland. All who truly love Lakeland are exiles when away from it. Many are they who have fallen under the spell of Lakeland. And many are they who have been moved to tell of their affection in story and verse and picture. This book is one man's way of expressing his devotion to Lakeland's friendly hills. It was conceived and is born after many years of inarticulate worshipping at their shrines. It is, in very truth, a love letter.
I was able to illustrate with drawings. I was able to give features, the natural features of the mountain, and the routes of ascent, the ridge routes to the next one, the view, the summit. Just dealt with them all like that, one after another. I really got obsessed by what I was doing.
The highest point is a pleasant place for a halt and quiet contemplation of the scenery. Sheep think so too. These were glorious days for me. Days of absolute freedom. Days of feeling like the only man on earth. No crowds to dodge. No noisy chatter. No litter. Just me and the sheep and singing larks overhead.
The last time that I did a fell walk, it was a pouring wet day, terrible wet day. and I was stumbling and slipping all over the place. And it wasn't because my glasses was misted. It was because I couldn't see where I was putting my feet. And that's the last time I did a fell walk. And the mountains wept tears for me that day.
All I ask for at the end is a last long resting place by the side of innominate tarn on haystacks, where the water gently laps the gravelly shore. Someone who knew me in life will take me and empty me out of a little box and leave me there, alone. And if you, dear reader, should get a bit of grit in your boot as you're crossing haystacks in the years to come, please treat it with respect. It might be me.